Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Damron. It's been a minute. Life's been pretty crazy, but we got to finish up our Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy guide. So we're on Crash Bandicoot 2. If you've been following along, we're getting all the relics, all the boxes, all the gems, everything you need to get all the achievements in this game. We're on the 19th mission in Crash Bandicoot 2, Ruination, and we're going to start by getting our Platinum Relic, and then we'll break it down a little bit slower so I can show you the little tidbits to get you through it. This is a pretty difficult mission to get Platinum on, but do remember, if you're just trying to get the achievement, then you can get the Gold Relic, which is 1 minute 19.36 seconds, so a whole additional 15 seconds. So first, let's go ahead and watch a Platinum run, and then we'll break it down. Alright, so you can see we clocked in at 55.13 seconds. That's almost 9 seconds of leeway, or a little more than that actually. So this mission's not too bad in the sense of having the time to do it, but there are some difficult jumps, including right there in the beginning. You got to be able to hit those time boxes and avoid that nitro box. So I try to kind of slide spin early and then kind of hang to the right to avoid that nitro box. Here we're going to jump on the monkey and go ahead and use that jump to get us onto the top of the second TNT box and immediately spin when we get to the other side so we can hit that second box. Here we'll jump and we slide spin so that we can get enough distance to go ahead and take out that monkey. As I've told a lot in a lot of these levels, we gotta master the slide jump spin, which gives us a little bit of extra height in a lot of our jumps, and we're going to be using that a lot in this mission, especially really to get past this fire. So I'm going to slide to the right so I can get a little extra time in getting around here, and then we have to slide jump spin right there. You need to get extra height over that second fire or it's going to burn you. If you just try to jump, you're going to get burned. You're going to have to wait and you're going to slow down. So if you just kind of jump into it and then slide jump, you'll be able to get over the second fire. Here, kind of take your time. Again, there's plenty of leeway in this mission. Take your time. You don't want to kind of fumble on this part where the moving pillars are. You don't need to smash that box there. I'm not really sure why I did that. But just keep moving along there and then kind of take your time over this mouse section. We're going to get plenty of Aku Aku masks. There's like 3 of them in this mission. I don't want to ideally get hit by this log here. In fact, if you don't use up your mask, you can actually get to that point and have the invincibility and just run through the log and run through that final enemy, and you'll save even more time. So there's some room for improvement right here in the time that I'm showing you. But again, this is still about 9 seconds of leeway, so you shouldn't have too much trouble getting platinum on this mission. Again, make sure you have those speed shoes for beating the regular missions throughout the game and getting the regular gems. As long as you beat the game, you'll have the speed shoes to use sprint and right trigger. Alright, so now it's time for our box run. In this mission we got 84 boxes to get and we have 2 gems. The second gem requires you to have the green gem from the Eel Deal mission. So if you've been following along with my guide, you should have that, so don't worry. So again, as we're going through these, all the boxes count, alright? Those nitro boxes count, our TNT boxes count, and even some steel boxes count, which we'll get in a minute. So make sure when you're going over these TNT boxes that you don't forget to go ahead and tap one. You don't have to tap them all, right? Because the explosion will kill the ones around it. Obviously, the nitro boxes we're going to leave for the end because those will do damage to you unless you have the invincibility mask. If you have the invincibility mask, obviously you can jump through them, but we'll get all those at the end of the level when we hit the exclamation mark that blows up the nitro boxes anyway, so don't worry about those. So once you get here, this is where we're going to get our second gem in the game. Now this does require the green gem, as I mentioned, from the Eel Deal mission. Now there's no boxes in this section section, okay? I'm just combining them to make you be able to get everything in one playthrough if you want. But if you want to do your box run and skip this section and then come back to it in a later run, that's fine, because it is a little tricky, and if you die, you'll restart at the beginning of the green section. You're gonna have to keep coming back here, so you do need to get through all of this in one try. So just take your time. There's a lot of kind of moving platforms, there's a lot of those guys throwing logs at you, and just take your time going through it, and eventually you'll get to the end and get the gem. But like I said, there are no boxes in this area, so again, you're not going to forfeit missing the box run if you decide to just get all your boxes and then you want to come back into the level and just do this gem. But I like to combine it, and it makes things easier. We're going to get it all done in one playthrough. And if you want to do it that way, I'm going to show you how to do it, because you do need to revert back to the previous checkpoint. Now, if you grab this gem right here, you're technically done. You could just jump off and it's going to take you back to your checkpoint. If you want to just grab this gem and finish the level, then you're going to take this green platform back to the level and kind of move on. But right now we're at 19 of 84 boxes, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to jump off, we're not going to continue, and it's going to take us back to the original green gem platform. So you should be back here, and don't worry if you die after you collect the gem, you're still going to have the gem in hand. So you can see I have a gem at the bottom, and I have 19 of 84 boxes. So now that we've done that, we're going to kind of move along, and we're going to take it this platform to our bonus section of the level. And in fact, this is where most people miss their boxes. They forget that all of these steel boxes count. So you need to take out that small box, and we can use our large jump, which is kind of crouch and then jump, to get on top of the 3. And don't blow up the 3, because you need to hit the 2 4s on the right and then jump back up on the 3 and then hit the 2 on the left hand side. Now you can get close enough to just kind of round into it, and it's not a big deal. But anyway, use this TNT box to, again, crouch jump, get on top of this steel box up here, and we'll go ahead and smash these. Again, all of these steel boxes count. You can see on the bottom, every time I'm smashing them, they're going to be going up, right? So our TNT explodes, boom, 5 more boxes. Right here, just take your time. I don't mess with these boxes on the top. I spin into the first one and then get my 5 jumps on the apple box, right? And then spin jump into that second one up top. You don't want to get caught of trying to like bounce in between the two if you're in the middle, because you're going to hit that bottom question mark and then drop down and have to start over. So there's 49 boxes in this bonus area, and that's, already we've gotten the majority of the boxes on this mission. We only have 16 left, and some of them are those nitro boxes. Now, your total right now could be a little bit different than mine. Don't worry. That's because, as you saw earlier in this video, I had the mask and I blew up some of those nitro boxes with my invincibility. So your numbers may not match exactly as mine at this point, but don't worry. If you're following along, I'm showing you where all the boxes are. Again, just take your time here. At this point, you probably won't have an invincibility, so just kind of take your time over those nitro boxes. We're going to jump onto this TNT box when our guy is furthest away. If you do that, it should blow up and kill him, and you're not going to have to worry about him. But don't forget to slam that TNT box right there, right? All these TNT boxes count, so we're making our way. This is actually one of my favorite parts of this game. I don't know why I like these like rotating pillars that seem to be harder to jump on than they really are. But anyway, moving along to our mouse kind of section here. This is our nitro box right in the middle. So when you jump on that, it will make you automatically jump up, but just don't move. You'll land on it, and then you'll be able to jump from there. You don't have to kind of jump from it. But that last checkpoint box right there, guard, that should be the last box. That's going to be your 84th box, no matter how you did it. If you blew up some of the nitros or not, that should be your 84th box. And I've already collected this gem, but as always, if you have collected all the boxes, it will be right here for you to pick up, and that'll be our second gem in Ruination. So we've gotten another platinum relic off the board. We got 2 more gems off the board, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is such a fun game. It's been so awesome, and nostalgia is just off the charts. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as always, and hope to see you in the next mission, our 20th mission in Crash Bandicoot 2.